On your Switch, if you would like to see the battery icon as a percentage of what you have left rather than just a visual guide like this, then we can make it so it's permanently on a percentage, or we can just tap it to see the percentage. So right now you can see it's just an icon of a battery. If I was just to tap it, it comes up with a percentage above it, or you can hit the ZL and ZR together at the same time, and then you see it comes up. Or if you want it on there all the time, we have to go to System Settings and change something. So all we do is go right the way down to where it says System, and then we need to just go to where it says Console Battery, and at the moment it's off. If I was to tap it, it will then go to on, and then if you have a look now, it will always say a percentage next to the battery. If you would like to know your friend code on your Nintendo Switch so you can pass it on to your friends so you can play online together, it's really easy to get. Go up to your icon in the top left hand side of the screen, and then press A, or you can just tap on it with your finger, and then you need to go to where it says Profile on the left hand side, and then move across, and now you will see you have your friend code here. This is a code you need to issue to your friends so you can play together. If you would like to get a new friend code on the Nintendo Switch, so you want to change it from your old one to a new one, it's easy to do. All we have to do is go to the user on the top left hand side of the Nintendo Switch, and then just tap it with your finger or press A. And then we need to go down on the left hand side to where it says User Settings, and then we need to go across to Friend Settings and just press A. And now what we want to do is go down to where it says Reissue Friend Code, and it says this will change your friend code, and we're just going to press A. And it says here your friend code will be reissued. You won't be able to receive another code for 30 days, and then you just need to press A to reissue. Now I've got to do this off camera because I don't wish everybody to know it. You won't be able to change it again for another 30 days. You can have up to 8 users on the Nintendo Switch, and you will each save your own game save data, so you can all be on different levels on, for example, Zelda. Right now on this Switch I've only got 2 users, so let's add another one. So what I'm going to do is go down to System Settings, and then I'm going to go to User, and I'm going to go to Add New User. Now I'm going to go to Next, and I've got to now pick an icon. And now I've got to give myself a name, and I'm going to go to OK, and there we go, we have a new user added to the console. And now you can sign in, create an account, or I can do that later. And now if you have a look up the top, I've got 3 users. I'm going to show you how you can fully shut down your Nintendo Switch. So that's not putting it into sleep mode, but fully shutting it down, so it can sometimes fix issues that you're having with the Switch if you've got a particular fault, or if you know you're not going to be playing it for a long time, you're going to save more battery life by shutting it down rather than have it in sleep mode. So all we have to do is get the power button up here, and we need to hold it down for about 3 to 4 seconds. Right, and there you go, it brings up this menu here, and then we just go to Power Options, and then we go to Power Off. And then this will fully shut down the Nintendo Switch, and then we can't turn it on again unless we hit the power button. So we can hold down the home button here, it will not turn the switch back on. It doesn't matter what other buttons you press, it won't make any difference. To turn it back on, you just need to hold down the power button for around 2-3 seconds again. And you can see now it's booting back up. To set up very basic parental controls, we can do it on the Switch itself. If, for example, you just want to limit the games that they can play. For example, you might not want them playing adult games. We can do this via going to System Settings, Parental Controls, Parental Control Settings, set up with this console, and then go to the restriction that you want. You will have to read through these yourself. For example, if I was to do teen, then they're going to be able to play anything rated 17 and below. Go to Next. Put in a pin number twice. Obviously do one that only you can remember and not your children. And now parental controls has been set up. You can see it says on up here. If you wanted to play Doom, for example, all you have to do is hit that one, and then you're going to enter your pin number. And now your Switch is unlocked. If you suspect that your touchscreen isn't working properly on your Nintendo Switch, or part of it's not working properly, then you can actually verify this via the System Settings. So go over to System Settings and press A, and then work your way down to where it says Controllers and Sensors and press A. Again, work your way down to Test Input Devices, press A, and we want to go to Test Touchscreen, press A. And now you will be able to check that the touchscreen is working on this screen here by seeing if it follows your hand in all the places that you want it to work. So for example, if you think the bottom right's not working properly, then you can go here and you can see that in fact it is working properly. There we go, and then we just do B for back. To use the Wii U Pro controller on the Nintendo Switch, we need to use a Magic NS adapter made by Mayflash. So we need to plug this in to a spare USB port on the side of the dock, and then we need to make sure that it's flashing purple. That's the mode that it's in. Then on the controller here, what we need to do is we need to press and hold this sync button here for a couple of seconds, and now that has put that into pairing mode. We then need to just tap the Mayflash adapter, and now you can see already it's synced up. It's that quick. And that's it. We don't have to do anything else. It will now work on the Nintendo Switch. Okay, and the buttons are going to be like you would expect them to be, just like the Pro controller. So that's A. If we want to go home, we can press the home button. If we want to take a screenshot or a video, we can hit the plus and minus together, and that would take a capture. Up to 100 Miis can be created on the Nintendo Switch and stored. To create a new one, you just go to System Settings. You go down to where it says Mii, Create a Mii, Create a new Mii, and then you can start from scratch, or you can do it from a likeness or from Amiibo. So if you were to do it from a likeness, you would pick one of these ones and then you would change it accordingly. Or you can just start from scratch. So for example, if you had a mole there, you can change it. Hairstyle, etc. Glasses, and you can change it, and then you can give yourself a nickname. And then you're done. And then you will have another Mii to choose from when you're playing games like Mario Kart and other games that's Mii enabled. If you would like to move your screenshots and your videos from your system memory onto your micro SD card, then it's easy to do. So if you have a look, obviously you have to have a micro SD card plugged in, and then we're going to go to System Settings, and we're going to go to where it says Data Management, and then we're going to go to Save Data Screenshots and Video, and then we're going to go to Manage Screenshots and Video. And if you have a look here, you can see at the moment it tells you on system memory I've got 58 screenshots and 5 videos. If I want to move them all onto the micro SD, I'm going to go to here to go to system memory and just tap it, and then copy all screenshots and video cards to micro SD card. And now it's going to take them from here and put them onto here. Go to OK. You can now see that they've all moved onto the micro SD card, so now I can delete them from the system memory because they're on here now. So I'm going to go to delete all screenshots and video on system memory and just tap that one. Screenshots and videos cannot be recovered once they've been deleted, so I'm going to go to delete one there. Go to OK. And now you can see my system memory has no screenshots and videos, but they are all in the micro SD. And you can see they're still all available to use. To System Settings, and then go into Controllers and Sensors, and working your way down to Test Input Devices. Go to Test Controller Buttons, and now we will be able to check the majority of buttons, not all of them, but most of them, on your Nintendo Switch. So we're going to get out of that by pressing B a couple of times, and we're going to go to Calibrate Control Sticks and just press A. Now it says to press the control stick you wish to calibrate, so let's start with the left one. So I'm just going to click in, and now you can see it should just rest in the center. If it doesn't rest in the center, you've got to go to X to calibrate. But as you can see on this one here, it's working as it should do. So I can go in small amounts in any direction. And to check the other one, we just press B and now click in on the right one. And again, now we're checking this one here. To check how much memory you have left on the Nintendo Switch or how much memory you have on the SD card, then all we have to do is go to System Settings, go down to Data Management, and you can have a quick indication here. It will say here you've got 1 GB left on the system memory, so the internal memory. On the micro SD card, I've got 57.7 GB left. If you want to know what software is taking up the most room, just hit Software, and then it will list it from the biggest down to the smallest. So I've got a digital copy of Rocket League, and you can see here that that's taken up the most storage, and then it just works its way down. and again you have an indication over here of what you have left. If you would like to change the order of the users that you have on your Nintendo Switch, because you can have up to 8 of them, then you can do this via the settings. So all we need to do is go to System Settings, and then we just need to go down to where it says User, and here it says Change Order. So this is the order we have them in at the moment. If I was to change order, let's say if I wanted Ben to be first, then I could move Ben to there, and I could put 0 to 60 second, and then Vince last. And now if I go back to the home screen here, you will see that the order has been changed. To buy a digital game from the eShop, you need to have a Nintendo account. Go to the eShop, select the person who wants to buy the game, find the game that you want to buy, so I'm going to buy Grand Prix Rockin' Racing, tap on it and then go to Proceed to Purchase. And now you have to decide whether you're doing it via eShop card, PayPal or credit card. I'm going to go to PayPal. And now I'm going to go to required amount only. You can top up your account with 20, 30, etc. pound. And now I've got to put in my password. Obviously you're going to do this off camera. And now it's verified my password, so it's just going to ask me to agree to the terms and conditions. And then I've got to do purchase. There we go, thank you. Grand Prix Rockin' Racing has now been added. So if I was to go to close and then go to the home menu, you can see now that it's come up here and it's just loading up. Once it's downloaded, this bar will be all the way across and then I'll be able to start playing. Thanks for watching.